Hello, my online flock, and welcome to that exciting time of your day. It's time for another... Hello, my online flock, welcome to that exciting time of your day. It's time for another episode of the Fitted Hat Fool. I'm the fool, the hats are fitted, and here goes. And this is a special episode in that you're getting 4 hats for the price of 1. As technically I got 4 hats for the price of 1. And hey, look at the traffic outside. Anyway, now that I got that nonsense out of the way, let's first get the bonus look at my bald head out of the way. Now let's get on to the hat. On the front of the hat, you see here it says Rochester Royals. Now the Rochester Royals actually won the NBA championship in 1951 by beating the New York Knicks, thus giving them the only championship in franchise history. So weren't making too much money in Rochester and whatnot. So well, if you're not making a lot of money in Rochester, what do? You move to Cincinnati and become the Cincinnati Royals. Yes, that's right, folks. First the Rochester Royals, and now the Cincinnati Royals, where Oscar Robertson played. And the number of NBA championships he won there was 0. The number he won with the Bucks was 1. So as you can see, the Cincinnati Royals logo has the basketball with a crown on it, and it says Cincinnati and Royals. They also had another one that had the world on it, and it said Cincinnati Royals, and it had like a crown on the top of the planet, and it was smiling. It's kind of goofy. So when they got done with that fun, what did they do? They became the Kansas City-Omaha Kings. Yes, that's right, folks, the Kansas City-Omaha Kings. As in, they played some of their games in Kansas City and some of them in Omaha. Now, they became the Kings, evidently to avoid confusion with the Royals. Although I think you can have 2 Royals in one place. You had the New York Giants and the New York Giants once upon a time. Although one was called the New York Football Giants. But and as you can see, the logo is similar to the other one, except now the crown has there's less triangles on the crown. Actually, they are the same. I don't know. It's pretty much the same logo, I guess, except it says Kings and it says Kansas City and Omaha. That's right, Kansas City and Omaha once had the NBA. Go figure. Well, when things weren't working out there, what do? I guess you go to Sacramento and become the Sacramento Kings. And this logo is kind of a modernized version of that logo. Also in attendance are the crowns and the basketball, or the crown. Had to itch my arm there. And the basketball, which is gray with the color purple. Now, as you can see, the hat is black all the way around. And it is a size 7 and 5/8, which is my hat size. Now, because I'm cheap, one could buy all these hats probably retro, you know, from a site or something. Or I could go online and buy this hat for $8.99 and buy all these patches, none of which cost more than $5. So for $30, basically, I got 4 hats. And since I have so many hats, I'm running out of room to put the things anywhere, so might as well, you know, consolidate, one might say. So, 4 hats for the price of 1, and cheap is where it's at, folks. Now, I actually did see the Sacramento Kings play many years ago when I had the misfortune of living in Reno. They played an exhibition game at the UNR Arena there. I don't know what the hell they call it. I don't even care. But it was the Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. So that was, I think it was October of '91, if memory serves. I think the Kings were still wearing those powder blue jerseys back then. And I have even been to the city of Sacramento, in case anyone's wondered. I've even rolled on the log in the East River, fallen off the log, and wound up getting swimmer's ear later. That was in 1989. Quite a day there. But, you know, if you fall into the water, you're bound to get swimmer's ear. I've gotten it twice in my life. The other time was in Orlando, Florida on my senior trip. I got it in the pool with the Days Inn McCoy in Orlando, Florida. Now, since I'm a Star Trek fan, that was exciting because, you know, the Days Inn McCoy, you know, Dr. McCoy. That's, you know, so that was exciting. It has nothing to do with the Sacramento Kings, really, but I'm stream of consciousness, I guess one might say. I just kind of go, you know, go as I go, as I say. Now, right nearby, if you look out the window, there's a train tracks off in the distance. I'm hoping to see a train. This is why I sit where I sit in this particular Burger King, because sometimes I can sit and eat lunch and I see a train. Haven't seen one yet, but it happens, you know. They come by about every 90 minutes. But like tomorrow, I'm going to Louisville, and there's a McDonald's there. I can sit and look out the window and eat. Trains. Yeah, that's eating a train. That's going to really require a powerful knife and fork. I will eat lunch and watch a train, and then I'm going to see Blowers and Holt, which also has absolutely nothing to do with the Sacramento Kings at all. But maybe one of the members of Blowers and Holt is a Sacramento Kings fan. I can't say. I have no idea. I've met members of Blowers and Holt, but we've never had any conversations about basketball. So, you know, let's take one more peek at the hat and my bald head. Hello. So there's the Rochester Royals logo on the front, and then the Cincinnati Royals, Kansas City-Omaha Kings, and then the Sacramento Kings. So there in one swoop is the whole franchise history, spanning from New York to Ohio to Missouri, Nebraska, and finally California. That's a well-traveled franchise. I would say they've made a permanent home in Sacramento. What is this? This is their 37th year in Sacramento, so doesn't seem like they're going anywhere, although it looked like they're going to Seattle. And everybody was whooping it up, going, hey, we got basketball back in Seattle. And they celebrated too long. One might call that premature celebration. And they didn't get basketball back, although I think basketball should be back in Seattle. It's ridiculous, but it's not. But now maybe they got the Seattle Kraken. Maybe the NBA will find its way back to Seattle. I certainly think it should. I've had the pleasure of seeing the Sonics play versus the Warriors, in fact. And if the Warriors had stayed in Philadelphia, I'd probably be a Warriors fan. As it is, they're not, and I'm a Nets fan. Followed them from Jersey to Brooklyn. Hey, the Warriors even used to play in the Market Street Arena when they were in Philadelphia, and I once saw them. Well, I've seen the Market Street Arena a few times. Not lately, because they knocked it down in 1983. And unless I figure out how to construct a time machine, I don't think 1983 is coming back anytime soon. And that was pretty much a shitty year anyway, so I don't need it to come back. Well, thanks for watching. That's all for now. It's late on the latest episode of the Fitted Hat Fool. The fool who has trouble speaking.